Hello? Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Sorry for being late. I had a problem in the toilet. My stomach decided, oh no, it's streaming time? You're not doing that. Okay, yeah, sorry because I'm late. Oh man, it's 20 minutes late. Oh God, okay. Whatever. We're back. We're back in Capybara Spa, and I can't wait. So the last time we played this game, we stopped at I think it was the blueberries. Yeah, it's the blueberries. We just unlocked the blueberries and a bee. I'm not. I don't remember actually, but let's get into the game. Why don't we? Continue. Oh God. Okay. Okay, we have butterflies. Okay, so this is the flower. Cappy. Oh, right. I remember this. Whoops. Turtles. Right, I remember this. Nice. Okay. Duckies. Okay. Ooh. I keep forgetting that turtles exist and I need to look for them. They are so well camouflaged. Baby Cappy. Where is the rest? You need some turtle. Everyone is full, right? Everyone is full. Oh, ladybug. Where's the ladybug? There you are. Okay, you need a towel. You need a blueberry. Strawberries. We don't have any. We need soap. Sorry, you need to wait. Yeah, the ladybug is zooming along. Here's your soap. Some more flowers. And this guy is done. So is this guy. Put some Cappy. Oh my god. Hey, nice. I love the ducks in this game. They look so cuddly. Hey, what? You need soap? You're done? You need a towel? Whoa! I always got scared. Oh god, you need lemon. Oh right. The last thing we've unlocked is the lemon tree. Right, I remember now. Hey, you're done. We have a lot of money. Brick shower. Okay, I need to change the mud bath with brick showers. Lemon tree. Ooh, lavender flower. That's new. Okay, here's the thing. I going to clean this And clean this. Do we need 2 flowers? I don't know. Maybe we do, but eh. Nice. Happy? You're coming with me. Oh, chocolate chip Baras. Okay, this guy is done. Chocolate chip Baras. Did you know that in Japanese, Bara means rose? Okay, nice. We need more flowers. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so this is good. Okay, remember our goal here is to change the remaining 2 brick mud bath into brick showers. You need towels. Nice. Ooh, 60 experience. Nice. Whoops. Nice. You're done. Okay. Ooh. The butterflies are doing work. Ooh, they love the strawberries. So much so that we are a little bit behind on supply. Ooh, a parasol. Okay, mud bath. I need some refunds. And then put some brick showers. Put babies. Babies. And let's upgrade the brick shower. Wise. Yeah, put babies in it. Oops. Baby Baras. Okay, fine. I don't want the blue parasol. Do I? Nah, 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 nah. I don't want any right now. Ooh, we need soap. I love just how the babies just spawn in randomly. Mud bath. Sorry, brick showers. Nice. Now we can put babies in it. Ooh, we need a lot. We need a lot. Put. Hey. We need a way for the flowers and the soap to be distributed automatically. Will I ever reach a point where I just need to put capybaras in their spas and just wait? Most probably, huh? I need flowers inside this. Okay. You need a towel. You need a carrot. Huh. Okay. Who else needs soap? No one? Nice. We need soap. Oh my god, what am I doing? Oh, you need lemons. We're out of lemons. Sorry. You need a carrot. You need a carrot. You're done. Okay, nice. And you're done. Whoops. More baby Baras and turtles. Is it no, tortoise. Oops. Okay. Duckies. Duckies. We need soap. We need cloth. Towels. I always love the butterflies zooming along across the room, across the screen. Okay, we need a lot of soap actually. Hmm. Dare I take another slot where I uh make another soup maker? I don't know. I'm guessing I need to do it because apparently we are a little bit behind on our demand. And you know when there's a demand, we should always fulfill it. Spoken like a true capitalist. Oh, you need a blueberries. You need a lemon. You need a marigold. Nice. You're done. Nice. Oh my god, I love that's how peaceful the capybaras are. I need this after a very, very stressful week. I really need this. You need a soap. You need towels. You're done. Babies. Babies. You need a towel. Oh my god, everyone needs a towel. Okay, what do I need? Not ladybug. Soap maker. Soap maker. Soap maker. We also need one of this. Okay. Clothesline. Nice. Lemon. Blueberries. You need... Ooh, what is this? Algae pond? Ew. Okay, wait. We... We need to... Okay. You're the first... The first guy. Remove the brick shower. At the algae pond. Oh no, that doesn't sound very sanitary. Eh, but I don't know. You do you, I guess. Oh, um, Okay. Fine. I love this music. I don't know. It's so jovial. Whoops. Zoom. The flowers sorry, not the flowers. The butterflies have zoomies. Yes. Yes. Okay. Should be fine right now. You need flowers. Soap. You need soap. You need towels. You need a towel. You need to make soap. Hey, nice. Everything is good. Ooh, you're done. Ooh, 120 experience per spa. You need a lemon. Oh no, you need a marigold. Okay, so the brick shower, you give us 90 experience. Not as much, but it's okay, I guess. We need to get rid of that. More algae pond. Nice. We are poor, but we got more money. We can get more money. Okay, you need to go back inside here. Blueberries. Soap. Of course you need soap. You're in an algae pond. Are you kidding me? Okay, good. So far so good. Yeah, as we expand our CapyBara spas, we are a little bit behind on our demand. You need a marigold. You need carrots. Oh, okay, wait. I need to upgrade the flowers. The flowers have been upgraded. Same goes with marigold. Marigold. Nice. You need towels. Lavender. Lavender gives a lot of experience. 60. You're done. Nope. Okay, you need a lemon. I wish that the lemon and the marigolds are a little bit discolored, a little bit different. But that's okay. Where is the rest? Hello? Okay, ooh, you need the soap. Anyone else? You need a towel. Everyone else is okay. You need the blueberries. You need strawberries. Nice. And we are almost level 25. How fast do we gain experience? I don't even pay attention. We have orange trees. Orange trees. Okay, nice. Okay, here's the thing. I need to leveled up the... Okay, so the orange tree is the last one we need. Okay, okay. Let's clean up some space first. Then we put orange trees. Ooh, okay, we are out of money. Hello? Sir, the orange tree just been planted. You can't expect fruit to just... Oh, okay. There is. Oh, 60. It's not a whole lot, but I guess it's okay for a fruit. Everyone needs soap, huh? Okay. Everyone stay clean. Wash your hand with soap. You need a towel. Hey, I think this is nice. This is a good system we are having. Make some more soap. You need a lavender. You need... no, you need lemon. Unacceptable! Lemon grab. Is it lemon grab or lemongrass? Because the B in lemon grab is a little bit different. Lemongrass makes a whole lot more sense. Because it is Princess Bubblegum's creation, right? Isn't Princess Bubblegum German? She speaks German, right? I don't even remember. Been such a long time since I watched Adventure Time. I haven't even watched the specials. You need to go inside here. Hello, where's the rest? You, come here. I need all the babies, all the turtles. Carrots. People still need carrots in 2023? Hello? You don't need carrots, we have fruits. You need a lemon. Okay. I have to look very carefully at what they need. Because sometimes, do they need marigold? Do they need lemons? I don't know. Strawberries. Okay, I need to upgrade the lemon tree and the orange tree. Oh gosh, okay. Costs a lot of coins. But it's okay. It's okay. Lemon. You need a lemon. Whoops. Soap. Oh, both of you are done. Thank you for coming. Nice. Ooh, both of you are done. Okay. Turtles. Baby Baras. Baby Baras. Nice. Hey, you're done. Hello? Everyone is full with babies, right? Yeah. Full on babies. You need flowers. Soap is full. Strawberries. Lavender for you. Oh, you're done. Thank you. Okay. We should be fine. We are fine. We are generating more money. Upgrade. Fully upgraded orange tree. Is good. Next is... Oh, we're almost level 26. Ooh, nice. Carrots. Carrots. Is everyone fully upgraded in this patch? It is. It is. Okay, nice. What about you? Okay, so this whole row is fully upgraded. Nice. This blueberry trees needs to be upgraded twice. Okay, you're done. Okay, baby Baras. Good. You need soap. Boom. Whoops. Soap. Soap. A bee. A bee. What does it do? Helps bring towels to capybaras. Ooh. Okay, okay. Wait, wait, wait. I do need that. But we are a little bit low on assets right now. So we need to generate a lot of money first. Soap, towels. Yeah, first things first, we need to upgrade the facilities first before we can hire the bee. We don't need carrots like this, right? You know what? I'm gonna refund this. I mean, we don't need that much carrot where we are going, but we do need a bee. We need a bee. Okay, nice. Ooh, nice. Hello? Look at it's feeties. Oh my god, they're so cute. Oh, now everyone wants carrots. Oh my god, look at how low they are when they first started. When you compare it to like what? The butterflies? Okay, let's up. Oh no, we need a lot of money to upgrade the towels. And it's okay. We are making money faster and faster. Okay, we need adults. Mm, the butterflies tend to that. Munch, 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 munch. Orange tree. Orange too glad that we did that. Okay, we need soap. Soap for you. Oops. Sorry. You're done. Put some more adult happy. Okay, and you're done too. Everyone is happy. Yes. Whoops. Nice. You need a towel. Ooh. Towel give us a lot. 110. Definitely worth it to upgrade it. So basically the goal here is to just put capybaras in their spa and just let the helper do it. Boom, zoom. You're done. I keep forgetting that I also need to upgrade the algae pond. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm guessing no carrots for you. Dun, 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 dun. Our revenue is through the roof. Carrots. More carrots for you. Orange. Everyone loves orange. Ooh, you're done. You're done. More spa for the adult Baras. I'm gonna call the adult capybaras Baras. The babies I'm gonna call Cappy. Baby Cappy. You need a lemon. That is a lemon. Much, 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 much. Oh my god, we are out of soap. I love the butterfly zooming around. So energetic. I can't even do a job that quickly without burning myself out. Hello? I need orange, please. Thank you. Ooh, dog statue. Hello? What do you mean, dog statue? Hello? Oh my god, yes. Yes, so cute. Oh my god, yes. Totally worth it to buy that for like what, 500? Yeah, 500 coins. Totally worth it. That's a sound investment there. You know, you don't need to get as much revenue as possible. You need to appreciate the arts sometimes, and dog statue is one of them. Oh my god, look at how slow the bees are. Oh, okay, nice. We've upgraded the towels. Whoops. Come on, just stay in the spa. Okay, nice. My god, everyone needs carrot. Everyone, look. Everyone needs carrot. The one time I remove a carrot patch, y'all need carrots. Come on, y'all need something else. This is like, you know, when you go to a very popular restaurant and this one guy is eating this food and he um acts like it is the most delicious thing on the world. And yeah, like that scene in Ratatouille, right? That guy is amazed by Remy's cooking, and the other patron decided, I want that, I want the special order, like that, but for carrots. One Baras need carrot, and the rest is going wild for carrots. You're done. We need baby Cappy. Baby Cappy. You'll need carrots, huh? Okay, we need soap. Flowers. Oh my god, just how slow. Oh, whatever. Okay, blueberries. Nice. Orange. Hmm. We are out of orange, sir. Can you please wait 10? Oops. You don't need a towel. You need soap. Okay, you're done. I'm guessing our goal here is to just get as much done and unlock as many as possible. Oh my god, everyone needs carrot and oranges. I mean, it's good. Citrus is good, y'all. Citrus is good. It prevents scurvy. You got vitamin C. Vitamin C can brighten your skin, brightens your complexion, making your skin glow. Nice. Oranges. Oh man, we are seriously lacking oranges. Okay. Every See, this is what I meant. One guy eats an orange and the rest are raving for it. I wonder what happened with y'all. Oops. Flowers. Flowers in the soup maker. You're done. Okay. We need Baras, Happy, Duckies. Okay, this is going smoothly. You're done. More Baras, more Duckies and Turties. Flowies. Carrots. Carrots. Strawberries. Strawberries. Okay, bluebies. You need bluebies. Your dunnies. Dunsies. Oops. Baby Cappy. Everyone is... Ooh. We have a lot of coins. Okay, here's the thing. You need to be upgraded. Oh my god, you need a lot of... You need a lot of coins. Okay, okay. At least they are moving quicker? Question mark? Towels for you. We need a lot more butterflies and... No, not butterflies. Bees and ladybugs. Oh my god, you stole that from me. How dare you? I literally just click it. So many adult forests. Okay. Ooh, and we are level 28. What is this? Frog? We unlocked the frog! Yeah! Oh my god. I got so excited by the frog. Where is the frog? I need frogs. Chubby frogs. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. Yes. Wait, no. We need soap. Yes! More! I need I need to see more of the frogs. Where are they? I don't know, I love this music. You're done. And you're done. Wow. Flowers for you. You need soap. Ooh, zoom. You're done. I wonder where are the frogs? I mean, they should come to the center of the game arena, not arena. I don't know what it's called. Lobby? Whatever. Okay, you need a lot of carrots, which we don't have. Yes. Oh, it's like Polyworth, I don't know. So cute. No. I am so overloaded with cuteness. You need carrots. You need soap. I want to scream. I have a mouth and I must scream. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Towels. Oh, yes. That is so satisfying. Okay, upgrade the pond. Algae pond. Oh, we need a lot of soap. Oops. Put the Baras in the pond. Lemon. You need a lemon. Is that a lemon or flowers? Flowers. Carrots for you. Lemon. Lemon for you. And I think you're done. You need a towel. Okay. Let the bee do the work. Strawberries for you. Frogs. I've noticed that the frog are in less frequent is less frequent compared to the other. Okay, just as I was saying, there are two frogs now. What the hell? Okay, here. Put some frogs in here. Both frogs in here. Nice. You need towels. You're done. Put some capybaras. Like literally Cappy and Baras. Strawberries for you. Carrots? Oh no, we are out of carrots. Okay, we are seriously lacking in carrots, huh? You're done. More frogs. More frogs. You need a towel. I think we're good. We're very good. Uh oh my god. Everyone is requesting carrots. Like, oh, it's like there's special menu, special order menu. Ugh. Now people can't stop ordering the thing. And we are out of carrots again. Oops. Frogs for you and you. Oh, look at how cute this is. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Okay, nice, nice. Just need to wait a little bit. Uh, yeah, we have a lot of coins. Okay, nice. Upgrade it. You're done. You're done. Put algae pond. Both of them. Oh no. Okay, whatever. We can definitely get enough coins, right? Okay, just a little bit. Just a little bit more. Ooh, rose. We have rose. Okay, nice. So far so good. We just need to wait for a bit. Oh, there's an empty spot that is not filled with Baras. Hello? A tragedy. Oh no, the soap maker is empty. What is wrong with me? I should be at my top peak performance for this relaxing game. We need to get more revenue inside this game. I don't care. I'm gonna squeeze all of the life out of my insects worker. How can we maximize profit? A capitalist dream in a nutshell. We don't care about the environment, we don't care about diversity. As long as we got enough profit, not enough profit, profit highs. Unit lemon. Done, done. Carrots, carrots. Everyone loves carrots. Orange for you. Oh, you're done. Nice. Froggies. Soap. This game is very relaxing for me. So much so that I am getting sleepy. That's just how much it is relaxing for me. Okay, nice. Carrots for you. Ooh, blueberries. And we just need to wait. Wait for a bit. Ooh, we can upgrade this. Nice. Put some. Ooh, okay. That spot is full already. We need soup. Soapy. Hmm. Ooh. I think just in less than 1 hour, we managed to get a lot done. Oh no. I didn't make soap. Okay, nice. Strawberries. You're done. Thank you for coming. You need an orange. That no, that's marigold. I keep thinking that's lemon and vice versa. More flour in the soup maker. Nice. All right. Yesterday I talked about oh no, I didn't put babies in that. Oh no, what is going on with me? I talked about me watching Lilo and Stitch, right? Uh, where is babies? Okay. I keep thinking, what else? What other Disney movies that I haven't watched in a while? And one of those movies is actually The Empress New Groove. I haven't watched that show in a while. Strawberries is full. Sorry, not available right now. Carrots. You're done. I actually don't ever recalled me watching Peter Pan from start. That you need a lemon, okay. Ever watching Peter Pan from start to finish. I watch bits and pieces from it, but I've never watched it in full before. Same goes with Pinocchio. I watch a ton of Sleeping Beauty. Um, okay, we need babies. I actually love Sleeping Beauty. Can you imagine? Sleeping Beauty is like made in 19, I want to say 60s, but I don't remember. But I know it's one of those more expensive animated movies because of everything needs to be done manually in that time. I mean, the backdrop, the way that they filmed that movie is like they have multiple layers of painting on glass pane to make it look 3D. I don't know. I just think that it is neat. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting that I have money that I need to spend to improve the facilities. I keep on thinking about Disney movies. Oh my god. Okay, here's the thing. You need to be upgraded. The bees. Okay, so that bee is done. You need a flower. Lemon. You need a lemon. Ooh, you're done. More frogs. We're almost level 30. Soap for you. Carrots for you. Carrots for you. Everyone needs carrot. Hello? Carrots, please. I need you. Frog statue. Womp womp. Okay. Statue is not a top priority right now. And it costs 100. Sorry, not 100. 1,000 coin. I'm not sure if it's worth it right now. Ooh, white chocolate Baras. Speaking of Baras, I keep forgetting that I need to put the dang rose. Comfy furniture. Okay, I need to clean this space. Hmm, interesting. I thought this one is for the bees. Interesting. More frogs, more frogs. You need soap. Get cleaned. We have a lot of frogs, huh? Okay. Oh no, my water bottle is not here, and I am seriously in need of water. But it's okay. Ooh, you need soap. Get clean. We need to make some more soaps. Okay. Uh, Also speaking of Disney movies, I'm not. I'm gonna date. Wait. Soap for you. A soap for you. Yeah, speaking of Disney movies, yeah, another movies that I haven't watched in full is Hercules. I mean, I've watched the beginning of it. I've never watched it till the end. I don't know what's wrong with me, y'all. I've played a lot of Kingdom Hearts, and mostly I think I just pieced together the plot of the movie based on the Kingdom Hearts plot. I mean, I've watched Mulan. I love Mulan, the animated Mulan, not the new live action Mulan. I don't know how accurate it is, but I really don't like the new live action Mulan. I don't know, it just doesn't vibe with me. Oh, speaking of Disney movies, I'm not I want to say Ghibli movie. My favorite Ghibli movie is actually there's two favorite movies of Ghibli movies. First it's called um everyone's favorite, right? House Moving Castle and Spirited Away. I actually first watched Ghibli movies on Disney Channel, believe it or not, and I watched Princess Mononoke. And I've never watched animes before prior to that. You're done. You need blueberries. You need soap. Yeah, I've never watched anime before. I mean, I've watched Teen Titans before, and Teen Titans is close to anime, but I've never watched full-on Japanese-made animations. Okay, you need to go inside here. Prior to Princess Mononoke, I've never watched a full-on Japanese-made animes. I mean, at my time, uh, unit towel. Naruto is very popular, and in my area, in order to watch animes, you either need to watch it at there's this national TV where you get free channels, right? And in order to watch animes, you need to watch it at like um during the evening, of which I am not allowed to watch TVs. Basically, I had dinner that time, and or the other way to watch animes is by watching at using cables, a TV service provider, and basically oh god, okay, um okay, everyone needs flowers. Okay, you need carrots. So basically, my family do have cables, but we don't have that specific channel. You have to get the specific channel, at least at that time and moment. Nowadays, everything is in packages. I hate that business model so much. Uh, yeah. I think I think the channel is called Animax. Yeah, it's called Animax. But yeah, I if it were not for Disney Channel showing Princess Mononoke at that time, is it Princess Mononoke or Spirited Away? Oh god, I can't remember actually which one is my first anime. I want to say Princess Mononoke, but at the same time, I remembered it being um sorry, Spirited Away. because I remember Chihiro. Chihiro. I don't know. I don't know. I watch a lot. I watch a lot of Princess Mononoke and Howl's Moving Castle and Spirited Away. I watch it at least once a year. I like it that much. I don't know. Every single one of Hayao Miyazaki's um stories is a little bit bittersweet. I mean, it is a happy ending, but it's not your traditional happy ending. You understand? You're done. Ooh. Oops. Okay. Oh my god. I keep talking about Ghibli movies that I didn't realize I had a lot of money. Okay, here's the thing. I need to level up the rose. That is done. This flower needs to be upgraded. Same goes to you. Okay. We should be fine. We should be fine. Then this, add some flowers. Okay, nice. Unit rose. Ooh, a bathtub. I can't afford one right now, but yeah, every single one of um clawfoot tub, clawfoot tub. Eh, isn't it more um accurate to call it clawfeet tub? Because there are 4 feet. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking, y'all. Orange, orange, orange. Who needs orange? You. Uh, what, is- what, what am I talking about before? Uh, oh yeah. Every single one of those Ghibli movies, I managed to get lessons from it from the first viewing. I mean, yeah, it's a story made for kids, but I think most adults would get um would learn a lot if they really focus on the stories from the movies. I mean, for example, in Howl's Moving Castle is about self acceptance. You need to accept yourself. I mean, Sophie disliked herself. She viewed herself as someone unbefitting of love because she viewed herself as someone ugly and not as beautiful as her sister. And her curse is literally making her old. And when she was on the curse, it's not a spoiler, right? That movie has been out for a very long time. um yeah, when Sophie was on her curse and when she is talking about something she's passionate about to Howl, her curse reverses her age. You know how people when they talk about some they are what am I talking about? Okay. When they talk about something that they are interested in, they seem very lively. Basically, that's what happened to Sophie. And I like that. I really, really like that. I mean, it teaches children to, oh no, everyone needs oranges, huh? Okay. It teaches children to express yourself and find something that um, they are very interested in, passionate about. Uh, yeah. When I was a kid, I am a very reserved kid. Mostly because in my family, if you express yourself differently, uh, you got rest. You got rest hard. And I I I grew up very reserved. Mostly because I don't know, toxic masculinity. I mean, my dad is not a toxic masculinity kind of guy. It's the environment outside my family that exudes toxic masculinity. I mean, um, yeah. Ooh, people, especially at school, you need you need to act a certain way. You need to be a certain way in order to be accepted by your peers. Even now, even now, if you if you express yourself a little bit different, trust me, you'll get ignored most of the time. And you don't even have to do something bad. You just say that you like an unpopular anime, and most probably you're gonna get ignored even now. Maybe that is the reason why I rebelled. I mean, even now, people say, "Oh, I certain group of people like to watch Attack on Titans." I don't like Attack on Titans because it is very, I don't know, too extreme for me. I don't vibe with it, you know? But a lot of my peers, a lot of my friends really, really like Attack on Titan. And when they discuss everything about Attack on Titan, something like that. And since I've never watched it, I can't join in the conversation. When I try to talk about something anime that it is popular, but not that popular at that time. Um, oh God, okay, wait. Carrots. I don't remember which anime it is. Uh, I don't know. I don't remember. Um, but yeah, it's difficult. I mean, I guess it is not an isolated case. I'm guessing. Oh God, okay. I keep forgetting that I have money. Okay, Ladybug is fully upgraded. The soap maker needs to be upgraded. Whatever. Yeah, it's quite difficult for us adults to make new friends. I don't know. Adults, I understand. Um, but for a child, we don't necessarily understand the intricacy of social interaction, so it's quite difficult. for me growing up personally. But I don't know. Even now, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with me or what. But I don't know. I had trouble finding a career in my field of study. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is me. I'm the problematic one. I don't know. But I tried so hard to find a career in my field, and the industry simply said no. Basically, in my country, when you send your CV, your application form, you don't get any sort of um, decline from the company, basically. So basically, you just have to wait. I mean, I don't wait for a certain company to reply. I've sent out my CV to a lot of companies, and most of the time they don't reply back. I don't know. Uh, until now, I've still sending out my CVs, but I can't wait for companies to reply to my application. Ooh, Dragonfly. We got Dragonfly, y'all. Yeah, I can't wait for the companies to reply to my job application. I need to get money. I need to get basically employment. Okay. Dragonfly brings soap to capybaras. Yes. Okay, need to clean this space. Oh my god. Busy bee. Indeed, I am a busy bee. Oh, we don't we don't have enough coins. Whatever. Um, so yeah, it's I don't know. Maybe it is just me. Maybe it's Maybelline. Oh god, okay, there's a lot of space. So right now I'm just doing a small business doing pastry. I love to bake. Why not make it into a business, right? I mean, I'm not the best baker out of them all. I don't have the formal um education in regards to, oh my god, the dragonfly is so slow. I don't have a formal um education in pastry. I can't afford one at this time, but that doesn't stop me from learning it myself. Especially nowadays, there's a lot of resources where you can learn it on your own for free. And also, since I am majored in chemistry, I apply my knowledge in chemistry in food, in baking, because basic chemistry is basically baking. Maybe that's why I love chemistry, because it is not that far away from baking. Basically, baking is just chemistry. Don't believe me? Well, that's on you. First of all, that's on you. I don't have anything to say to you, but um it is quite similar to baking because of the chemical reaction that happens in baking. You have the Maillard. Maillard reaction, the browning reaction. You have the rising action of baking powder and baking sodas. You have sugar caramelizing. You have um, gluten interaction, and so on and so forth. I mean, have you guys had a honeycomb sugar before? Is it sugar? I know it's sugar, but honeycomb caramel, I have to say. They are delicious. And the reason why it it can do that in the first place is because of the thermal decomposition of baking soda. You know, at high heat, caramel, I want to say 120 in order to make caramel, but I don't remember the exact temperature. Uh, yeah. Oh no, you need lemon. Okay, here you go. Uh, yeah. At high heat, baking soda decomposes into carbon dioxide and water. Is it? No, it's not water. Is it water? No. Carbon dioxide. Only carbon dioxide. No, wait. It does. It does. It does produce water. Sodium carbonate is the one that produces only carbon dioxide. And if you don't know the difference between the two, you're not at fault, because the only difference between sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate is um the presence of hydrogen. Because of oh, okay, wait. I need to upgrade the tub. Clawfoot tub. Upgrade it. Oh no. Oh, Cappy, Bara. Oh. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, I can't. Oh, so cute. Okay, where was I? Yeah, the reason this not a lot of people know about the difference between the two. They thought it was the same chemical compound, right? Heck, even people got confused between baking powder and baking soda. So much so that people still watch a video about the difference between baking powder and baking sodas nowadays on YouTube, explaining about the difference between the two. So basically, for me, since I bake a lot, right? In order to differentiate between the two easily is if it has soda in it, it is most likely the one that contains pure minerals. Not pure minerals, pure compound. It only contains sodium bicarbonate. That is baking soda. But if we are talking about baking powder is a combination of several compounds. It has an acid and it also has a base. Um, I guess it depends on what kind of baking you are doing. Also, if you are baking, okay, for example, a muffin, right? And your oven can only fit like 2 trays at one time. Did I say muffin? Yeah, I meant muffin. Muffin or cupcakes. And you are making this huge batch of dough. Better. I have to say better. Um, I would suggest you guys split your batter into several batches and don't make it all in one go. Yeah, sure, it's going to be more difficult, but if if the recipe calls for baking soda, baking powder, if you bake goods with baking powder a little bit late, those reaction will be spent and you will not get a huge rise out of your big goods. Basically, the batter will not rise as nicely as it's supposed to be. Oh wait, oh no. I keep forgetting that I need to make soap. So, ooh, you're done. Thank you. So yeah, you need to be mindful of what sort of baking you need to do. And if it's containing baking powder or not. I mean, for pancakes is fine. You don't need a pancake that is high rise, right? But even then, even if it's pancake, everyone loves a fluffy pancake, right? No one likes a very dense and chewy um, pancake. Um, yeah, no one likes a chewy pancake or very dense pancake. At that point, you are better off making like what? Crepes? Those thin crepes is delightful. So yeah, if you want a very fluffy pancake, one, you need to make it in batches that is doable and you don't need to let it sit for a very long time. I mean, I guess it depends, I guess. It depends. I've had a huge um improvement in my baking when I make it in um I want to say controllable batches. Most probably because the baking soda does not get spent early. I I went from talking about Disney movies to Ghibli movies and now with pancakes? What is going on? I took a lot in this stream, huh? Okay. I need orange tree actually. Um, orange tree. Okay, good. Um, I need to level up this guy. Nice. Oh, so cute. This reminds me of Mike Wazowski from Monster Inc. How his face got covered by something whenever they are on TV or on newspaper or on magazine. What is this? Capybara statue. Yes. Is that the final? Yeah, it is the final one. Okay, we just need this final one. What kind of flower is this? Okay. Everything is fine right now. Okay. Um, oh no. Hello? Okay, the dragonfly needs to be upgraded. They are too slow. You're done. Okay, I don't even remember what I was talking about before I talk about pancakes. Oh, right, about me finding a job, right, in my field. Yeah, it is difficult. My my CGPA is not that bad either. I graduated in like what, second second class upper? I don't know. It's not that bad. It's above average. But somehow I have difficulty in finding a job in my field. I don't know. It doesn't help that in my country nepotism hire is rampant. Uh, I mean even some some of the people I knew got hired through nepotism. There's basically nothing that I can do, so I just go on with my life, I guess. I always believe that there's always things are preordained in a certain way, and it's fine. We just have to find our destiny somewhere else. Maybe I am not destined to get a job in a chemical field, but that doesn't mean that the knowledge that I receive is invalidated. You can still use your knowledge somewhere else and apply it in a different way. It's fine. Um, okay, you need carrots. Um, yeah, the reason why I've been a little bit busy it's because I am preparing for my business to go online, and that's a lot of things that I need to prepare for it. Um, yeah, that's that's really a lot of things that I need to get done, and I am way behind schedule on everything. But that's a fine. That's a fine. Baby steps, right? I've I haven't I have no uh knowledge, background knowledge in business or whatsoever. I mean, I do have the basics, but I don't have the exact knowledge about, you know, how people in business school like have um knowledge regarding marketing and so on and so forth like that, right? I don't have that kind of knowledge. I do have knowledge about how to run a business so that I am not running at a loss, and how to maximize my um I have to say not profit but efficiency with so little uh resources. Two frogs, two frogs. Soup for you. Make soup, make soup. Okay, this is nice. You need a lemon. Can I hire another bee? Do I need another bee? Owl. Actually, we need more butterfly. Du-dun. Okay, you're done. Put froggies. Frogges. Um, um, so yeah, regarding my business, right? I'm mostly doing a savory pie. Yeah, a savory pie. Um I I like savory stuff more than sweet stuff. Oh my god, give me an orange. The butterfly keeps stealing oranges from me. Okay, okay, good, good. Okay, please wait a minute, because people are calling me. Uh, okay. Um, okay, good. So far, so good. Oh God, okay, wait. Please wait for a moment. Okay, nice. Ooh, both frogs. Uh, okay, what am I talking about before? Oh right, my pies. So yeah, I've made the first pie I've made is so till this day I had trauma regarding my first pie, which is apple pie. I hate apple pies. Oh my god, I hate it with the very being of my body. I hate it. I'm sorry to every apple pie lover out there. I'm sorry for my statement. I just hate it. I don't okay, I love pie crust. I love apples. I don't like apple filling. I really dislike it. Why? Because of cinnamon. I don't know if any of y'all know about this, but some of y'all put too much cinnamon in everything. Oh my god. I first start making apple pie when I was like what 15? 15 of yeah, 15 years old. Oh my god, I don't even remember which recipe I followed, but that recipe calls for a certain amount of cinnamon and I follow it to the T. Okay? And till now I am so traumatized by the taste of cinnamon. I mean ground cinnamon. Okay, here's the thing. Cinnamon when used correctly tastes amazing. Okay? It tastes good. I've made a lot of pilaf rice. I've made a lot of pho. I've made a lot of soups that use cinnamon. It is great. It tastes great. But in baking, I don't know. It's not the only time where people use a lot of cinnamon in baking. I've made beignets using cinnamon sugar. It tastes horrible. Oh my god. Because of that, any recipe that uses cinnamon, I really, really dislike it. I would not touch it with a 10-foot pole. I would rather eat something else rather than eat a cinnamon rich baked goods. I mean, ooh, lily flower. I don't like um cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll is another thing. I mean, it's not an isolated case. I've used different recipes from different for different baked goods, and every single time the flavor is so overwhelmingly strong. I don't know, maybe the people in the West have low quality cinnamon, so much so that they had to use a lot of it in order to make up for the degraded spice. I don't know. I mean, uh, God, a lot of people are going to be so angry with me because of my take about cinnamon. Like I said before, I don't really care if people wants to be mad at me for disliking something. I've grown up living a life where people dislike what I like and I dislike what people like. I don't even care. If you are happy, I'm happy. If you are unhappy because of my choice, then that's your problem. That's a you problem. I literally don't have to comply to every one of your desires, but I do. Oh my god, the butterfly is so slow. Okay, this is good. Oh my god. Every single one of these butterflies is stealing from me. Yeah, that's the reason why I really really dislike um those recipes that uses cinnamon. I mean, I get it. I can use a little bit less cinnamon now that I know that each recipe calls for an exorbitantly amount of cinnamon, but I don't know. I really dislike it. Oh my god, please give me an orange. Carrots. Whoops. Oh my god. Okay. Um, yeah, that's my take on it. Lily flower. I'm guessing that's everything, huh? We've unlocked everything. Now we just need to upgrade everything else. Um, okay. Put it here. For now, let's just focus on getting the most efficient run as possible. Boom. Okay. So another thing that so far my favorite big baking ingredient to use is, I mean, I have to say flavor, not baking ingredient. Most my favorite um flavor in baking is lemon. Oh my God. Okay, okay. If you use lemon extract, you are gonna get a big goods that taste, I want to say like a cleaning product. Uh yeah, but that is exactly how it tastes. It tastes like a cleaning product that you used in your toilet. That's how bad it tastes like. I mean, I've never tasted a cleaning product, but you know that smell. You know that smell, right? Oh God, those. I mean, I understand why because okay, here's the thing. When you are buying lemon flavoring or lemon extract, you are not just buying the extract. You are basically buying a chemical compound that is dispersed in a carrier, and most of the time, those chemical compounds are called, for example, in lemon extract or lemon flavoring, it's called limonene. Limonene is very, very good at cleaning stuff, especially oily products, sticky residue. You know those sticker remover, will be gone, something like that. Those use limonene. Limonene. Uh, okay. Because limonene is a terpene. Terpene is a very specific set of shape, very specific shape of uh, compound that allows it to dissolve oily stuff, basically. So what happens is that, for example, when you are cleaning in toilet or cleaning sticker residue, something like that, you need something that can remove the lipid bilayer of organism, right? So limonene is a very good degreaser, and it is able to remove grease from surfaces, and it's not as toxic as other ingredients are. I mean, at high concentration it is toxic, but every everything else is also toxic at high concentration. But I understand why some people are so averse about it. Uh, but yeah, limonene is a very good cleaning agent. Um, Actually, when you're buying lemon flavoring and lemon extract, you are not buying a lot of limonene in those bottle because it is so potent that you only need a little bit of it to flavor the whole big goods. Yeah, you don't need a lot. Um, n- um, you frogs go in here. Where is baby? Nice. So yeah, if you use lemon flavoring in your baked goods, basically you are limiting yourself to basically a limited flavor complexity, because in real lemons you have a lot of other compounds that accentuate the lemon flavor. It's not just lemonine when you are using real lemon. Heck, even citric acid, the main component in every citrus fruit, if you get it in pure form, it only tastes sour. It really doesn't taste like anything from a lemon, citric acid. But if you get citric acid from lemon, you can taste lemon in it, even though it is a little bit on the mild side, but you can still taste the lemon in it. Yeah, as I was saying, right? I love lemon because real lemon is so good. It's fragrant for one. Ooh, otter. Oh my god, you've congratulations, you brought back all of the animals to the spa. They will now happily relax together on the mountain. Of course, you can still help take care of them, furnish and decorate the spa to your heart's content. Thank you for playing CapyBara Spa. We did it! Yes! And I think that's gonna be the end of the stream. Oh my god. And we are already at the 2 hours mark. Nice. Oh my god, yes. Yes. So yeah, that's going to be it for me today. I'm just going to talk about lemon and I'm gonna finish that first, but um yeah, and then we are going to end the stream. Um oh god, okay, where is it? Lemon, right? We have lemon poppy seed. We have lemon cookies. We have what else? Lemon curd. Uh, yeah. Oh my god, I love lemon curd. You can have the extra tangy one, or you can have the creamy lemon curd. Oh my god, so good. And another thing, lemon cuts down the sweetness of your baked goods. For example, I am not a very sweet tooth kind of guy, and I used to hate um, meringues. I used to hate meringues because it is cloyingly sweet. But that is before I pair it with lemon curd or lemon sauce or something like that, or fruits, fresh fruit that are tangy. I pair it with it, and it cut down the sweetness of the uh the this the meringue. Maybe that's why if you are eating pavlovas, right? Pavlovas are traditionally served with fresh fruits. Um, yeah, if you have a very sweet fruit and a very sweet meringue, it is going to get your taste bud is going to get a little bit fatigue from all the sweetness. And sometimes I am thankful for people that put a little bit of sour fruit inside of pavlova, not inside, around the pavlovas, because those sourness is key to balancing the sweetness of the baked goods. A lot of people a lot of people don't understand that in order to make good food, you just need to balance the five tastes. You have not the five tastes. Everything needs to be in balance. You have the saltiness, you have the sweet, sour, bitterness, and umami. That is the five main tastes. In baking, you need saltiness. A little bit of salt goes a long way in baked goods, especially in sweets. You need to balance the acidity and also the sugar. Everything needs in balance. It doesn't mean that you need everything in equal proportion, but you need everything to be in balance taste wise. Of course, you don't need uh as much salt as sugar, but a little pinch of salt added to, for example, a caramel. Using when you taste a normal caramel, it tastes only sweet, right? But salted caramel, you can eat a lot of it because it doesn't fatigue your taste bud, basically. So yeah, I have to go actually. I really have to go. But I oh my God, I had a lot of fun talking about baked goods and so on. I don't even I don't even know I can talk about stuff like this for a very long time. Uh okay, so yeah, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming to the stream. I really do appreciate it. And if you are watching this on YouTube, I know I'm a little bit late on uploading the stream, but I'm planning on doing so as soon as possible. As soon as I had the ability to do so, I'm going to do it. But for now, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. And if you are interested in contacting me, you can contact me on Twitch here. You can whisper to me, whisper at me. You can leave comments if down in the comments below if you are watching this on YouTube. You can also contact me directly at Twitter, although I don't use Twitter as frequently as before, but you can still contact me there. Uh, yeah, I guess that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see y'all in the next stream. Goodbye.